Napoli's win against Atalanta looks like it is making it a two-horse race for the Scudetto this season. The gauntlet has been laid down for Inter, who will look to answer the challenge by beating Empoli at the Giuseppe Meazza. Roberto D'Aversa's side travelled to Milan on the back of a damaging loss to Lecce and at the start of what is a really tough run of fixtures for them. But the Azzurri have been much better away from home than they have at home this season. Let's dive straight into the starting lineups for this one. Games are coming thick and fast at the moment for Inter, so Simone Inzaghi does rotate his squad a little bit for this match. 3 changes to the team who drew with Bologna, and still some important injuries to deal with as well for the Nerazzurri. Çalhanoğlu and Mkhitaryan are still out, so Asllani and Zielinski keep their place in midfield alongside Barella, but Mehdi Taremi is preferred to Marcus Thuram alongside Lautaro Martinez, who of course wears the captain's armband. Roberto D'Aversa made it very clear that he was unhappy with the performance against Lecce, but the personnel is mostly unchanged for the Empoli head coach. Vasquez does return in goal in place of Zighetti, whereas top scorer this season Sebastiano Esposito is left out, with Jacopo Fazzini returning to the starting 11. Mattia De Sciglio comes into the back 3, and he celebrates his 200th Serie A appearance. It is the Nerazzurri who get the ball rolling. Bakac's header. This is Fazzini. Stopped by Pavard. That's a tame shot in the end, but a shot nonetheless. Mattia Viti, who found himself in an advanced position. As Nicolo Barella comes forwards and finds Di Marco early across. And Mehdi Taremi was just waiting for the ball to come to him. Asllani. Pavard finds a bit of space. Didn't quite sit for Benjamin Pavard to have a go at goal. And that's saved by Vasquez. Barella now. Really good reflex save by the Empoli goalkeeper. Looked like it came off one of his own players. Dumfries, plenty of distance on the throw-in. Kakache into Asllani. Dumfries' cross. Didn't quite reach Lautaro. It does reach Di Marco. That was a chance there. Fazzini swings in the free kick. Wasn't a bad delivery. Aiming for that back post area with De Sciglio arriving. Asllani. Looking for Lautaro Martinez. It drops to Lautaro Martinez. It's a good effort. No offside. And Vasquez, does he touch it as it comes off the post there? I'm not sure he does, the Empoli goalkeeper. And it might have just hit the arm of Lautaro Martinez as well. As Lautaro Martinez races through. Early strike. Might have been a cross for Barella. Here's Dumfries for Inter. Towards Lautaro Martinez and headed behind by Ismaili. Not the tallest player, Lautaro Martinez, but he's got a good leap on him. And Inter will have another corner. Di Marco. Barella strike. Caught it nicely. Not too far. Just a little bit too much height on it. He's got that in his locker though, Barella. I've seen him score some wonderful goals. Pezzella. Pezzella. First attempt there for Empoli. Barella. Ismaili. Now Dumfries. Dumfries still, Denzel Dumfries. And that corner is down to the perseverance of Denzel Dumfries. And look at this between Viti and Ismaili. Aslani can get the elevation. Barella. Second attempt from Nicolò Barella. Very similar to one we saw just a few moments ago. And again, catches it really nicely. This one's closer than the last. Fazzini. Taremi now. Lautaro Martinez, but players coming forwards here for the Nerazzurri. Barella. Dumfries. Dumfries across. Stopped by Grassi. Good counter-attacking move from the Nerazzurri. Cross towards Aslani. Very good tracking back from the Empoli skipper. Aslani's corner. Punched away by Vasquez. Di Marco. Grassi in the way once more. Aslani. Lautaro Martinez. Ismaili. Aslani. Still going, Aslani. I think he hit it against Benjamin Pavard. Two added minutes are almost up. Well, it's ended goalless at half-time here between Inter and Empoli. Vasquez with an excellent save during the first half to deny Lautaro Martinez. That's the closest the Nerazzurri have come to breaking the deadlock. But Inter, overall, not really able to find an extra gear. Welcome back to the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza for the second half between Inter and Empoli. Goalless after 45 minutes here between Nerazzurri and Azzurri, if they want to take all 3 points against this Empoli side, particularly as Inter will want to avoid Napoli pulling too far away at the top of the Serie A table. The first half will have left one team in particular happier than most, and that team isn't even here at San Siro. Zielinski is one of the players who should be creating things for Inter. Lautaro Martinez, Zielinski, Dumfries now. Off Pizzella last, and it's an Inter corner. Inter always a threat from set pieces. Aslani. And it's just bounced into the hands of Vasquez. Comes off Viti. And De Vrij, Dumfries and Taremi all looking to pounce. Liberato Cacace since being pushed higher up the pitch by Roberto De Versa. Now the cross comes in and it's good defending by Carlos Augusto. Zielinski. Lautaro Martinez. Oh, that is absolutely superb. This game needed a piece of magic to just wake everyone up. And he's certainly now back at his very best, Lautaro Martinez, demonstrated by that goal. Look at the angle he picks out. Vasquez gets a hand to it, but it's too accurate and too powerful for him to keep out. Captain's goal from the Inter skipper. This is Carlo Augusto now to Mehdi Taremi. Lautaro. Davis Vasquez able to hold on to it. Unselfish from Taremi. Malé still. Deflection takes it into the side netting and behind for an Empoli corner. Jan Sommer with some really risky play. This might change things for the Inter defenders. Sebastiano Esposito, Empoli's top scorer this season, about to be introduced here in place of Jacopo Fazzini. Mattia De Sciglio makes way with Koklicidze coming off. Change here as Mehdi Taremi makes way for Marcus Thuram, whereas Henrik Mkhitaryan comes back from injury and replaces Piotr Zielinski. Here's Federico Di Marco. Lautaro on the move. Mkhitaryan, Thuram. Henrik Mkhitaryan unable to take that into his stride. Might have been better off hitting this first time, the Armenian. It's well worked. Thuram with the pullback, and perhaps he could have hit that straight away. Barella. Barella. Third attempt for Barella. Every one of them has been off target. Mkhitaryan. Dumfries. Dumfries still. Saved by Vasquez. Referee didn't see anything wrong with that. Lautaro Martinez handled on the ground as well. Colombo. Empoli ball. He's such a powerful runner, Denzel Dumfries. Corner comes in. Dumfries! It's a towering header from Denzel Dumfries. It's already his 5th of the season in Serie A. Came close moments ago. That's such a good leap from Dumfries. Just beats Jazzy for desire. Really good delivery from Aslani as well. Puts in a really inviting area. That's unstoppable from the Dutchman. And yet, in all likelihood now, Empoli will be heading home without a point, unless things can change here. Esposito! That's a great finish from the former Inter player, who doesn't celebrate, but inside he'll be absolutely buzzing. That's really good. Around Avere, who's been close to perfect, but he was sold there by Esposito. Sebastiano Esposito, who made his Serie A debut with Inter, scored his first Serie A goal for Inter. Junior Sambia, that's absolutely wild from the Frenchman. Minutes remaining in the game, you've got your entire team who've come forwards. You just blast a free kick over the bar. Roberto D'Aversa didn't look particularly happy with that. Marko Arnautovic to Marcus Thuram to secure the win, and he does. Unselfish from Marko Arnautovic, acknowledged by Marcus Thuram. Lovely play on the break from the Nerazzurri. Great pass by Barella. And Marcus Thuram, from this kind of position, very rarely gets it wrong. And he didn't get it wrong. He moves to 13 for the league season and equals the amount he scored last campaign, and we're only in January. Barella. Dumfries. Barella can Inter finish with another flourish. Dumfries. Darmian. Barella. And it's headed just wide by Carlos Augusto. Arnautovic to Aslani. Thuram. Vasquez. I think it was a lot easier save than Vasquez actually made it look. Viti. Inter respond to Napoli's win against Atalanta with a win of their own. Lautaro Martinez with a brilliant first to get the Nerazzurri on their way after a pretty uneventful first half of football here at San Siro. Marcus Thuram with the third and final goal for the Nerazzurri after Sebastiano Esposito had given Empoli a little bit of hope. But it is Inter who finish strongest, and Inter who win it 3-1 against Empoli here at San Siro.